Luna, let's celebrate with all the viewers that Ethereum hit $400. Oh, oh! There you go. Let's say hi to all the viewers. Oh, oh! Yeah, that's a good one, but don't copy me, girl. You gotta be original. Oh, oh! There you go. Let's say hi to all the viewers one more time. They all want to hear you. Oh, oh! Give me a really big and long one. Oh, oh! There you go. You guys heard it from Luna. She is so happy that we all hit $400, guys. Aren't you guys all so happy right now? Don't you guys all love Fibonacci? Mr. Fibonacci thinks it's so Gucci. It's a high-end product like Versace. It lets us chop down the charts like karate. Last month we were at a stalemate, but yesterday we made it through the hurricane. Ethereum's got a new birthday. Now everybody celebrate, get some carbonate, drink some champagne, because Ethereum's a new chief of state, gonna acclimate to its all-time high. It reached the skies, no one can deny. Don't you feel so tantalized? I'm in love with Ethereum. Let's romanticize all the other coins they epitomize. Woo! I'm so overwhelmed. I need some aerobic exercise. Now we're all gonna do the dance called the fandango. Stand up and pull down your pants, everybody. Let's all go commando. Drop the mic. Woo! So how is everybody doing today? I hope you are all doing fantastic and you guys remember me and my video that I made on November 11th. Actually, it was November 14th. So for the people that don't remember, here it is, guys. Here is the money chart right there. Okay, guys? Risk to reward setup, 6-1 that I posted. Yeah, Luna, I know. We're so happy right now, right? Oh, oh! She just gave me a little one there. So guys, our entry price suggestion was right there for the apex. Now, for those that don't know what the apex is it's the point where the two sloping lines will meet and a breakout occurs. And in Ethereum, in particular, of course it's bullish, right? It's hard to assume it would break out to the downside. So we got this battle of the bears versus the bulls. And what ends up happening is it gets squeezed to this tiny little point called an apex, where this whole thing that you guys see right here is a major consolidation of one of the very first big impulse waves. This is a big consolidation, and then eventually after people consolidate for months, right? It took literally like 6 months to consolidate, and now we are finally reaping the benefits of this consolidation. And our entry price was under 315, stop loss at 270, and I'm hoping for a time frame between 3 to 5 months. Probability, I was actually being very conservative, super conservative. So our target is actually $540 for our first target, and our second target is possibly 788. But right now, the reason I am making this video, guys, is because we have now hit a critical resistance point. Okay, we've literally just broken the all-time high of $412 that I labeled over here, guys. Woo! I'm so freaking fantastic right now. I hope you guys have all made a killer profit. I want you guys to all know that my dog Luna that was howling, she has taught me absolutely everything I know about analyzing charts. I use a combination of Elliott wave, which is heavily based on Fibonacci extensions and retracement. And I also use lots of indicators like RSI, MACD, especially RSI. I use trend lines, I use resistance lines, I use a factor of candles as well. Daily candle closes, etc., like that. Just candle formations and patterns especially. I'm a big fan of harmonic patterns as well. So I've got this arsenal, guys. I've got an arsenal of weapons, and it's just a matter of choosing the right weapons at the right time that fit the right circumstance. And if you guys don't know about my dog, I just want to tell you guys a little bit about her. Okay, she's she has her own TV show with Neil deGrasse Tyson there, right? She's an astrophysicist by day. She's training to be an astronaut right now. She's also she's producing her own album right now. You guys can purchase it on Amazon and on iTunes. Luna, what are you selling your album for right now? Oh, she said it used to sell for 522 Bitcoin, but now she decided to change it to 522 Ethereum because they just thought that she thought that it'd be a little bit cheaper, because 522 Bitcoin it's kind of a lot, but 522 Ethereum it's a little bit better. How long does it take to ship? Well, she says it doesn't ship. If you guys buy it on Amazon, it actually ships. It doesn't ship through Amazon Prime, so you guys might be waiting just a few weeks or to a few months. Oh, Oh, what's that? She says it takes about 30 to 60 days actually to get to you guys. That's okay though, you know, open up 30 to 60 days later and you guys are gonna be like, oh, what's this that I ordered like 2 months ago? Ah, no problem. Surprise, surprise! It's a VHS and beta copy signed by Luna and Sir Philicon, Mr. Fibonacci there. Just, you know, pop it in your VHS player and you guys can just take a look at the last video and listen to her music as well, and you guys can see Ethereum being predicted hitting maybe $540. But who's complaining, guys? Who's complaining, right? So I think it's now time for us to take a look at Ethereum. Wouldn't you guys agree? And just to let you guys know, Luna, she's got her own cryptocurrency piggy bank. If you guys made a killer on Ethereum, and it was mainly because of this video, you guys are absolutely welcome to send a cryptocurrency little tip to her. Just make sure it's in the form of vodka or tequila. That's what she actually enjoys the most. She prefers tequila in the morning. I don't know why. Vodka usually in the afternoon. So you guys can definitely take care of her as well. So the reason for this video today is because we have now officially counted 5 Elliott waves, and I'm not sure where the next direction is, but what I do know is that it's not up, because usually once people hit an all-time high, right, our all-time high today is now $418. We have now surpassed our all-time high of $412.66 on Bitfinex, and that is a major stepping stone. But first of all, we got to go through some indicators, okay? Indicators are extremely, extremely important. What we notice here is that before Ethereum peaked at, oh geez, like 97 R sign up, right? That's pretty high. And right now we're at only 77, so it's actually not that bad. But I would assume that before, guys, before it peaked that high because of all the hype and all the partnerships that they originally announced, right? So right now, Ethereum doesn't have that same type of hype. So I wanted to point out that, for example, the RSI on the 3-hour chart is now at 85, okay? 85. On the 3-hour chart, we're actually getting a doji candle at the very top. And every time we get a doji candle, as you've noticed here, we downtrend. As we get these shooting stars, we downtrend. So I'm just waiting another hour to see what kind of candle is going to close, and I'm going to consider a shorting opportunity. So let me give you guys a clear example of what I'm talking about, okay? Let me show you. So would we agree that right here is where the uptrend started? And I'm going to show you guys some advanced ways to analyze a chart using Elliott wave theory. Not just Elliott wave theory, but we're going to actually zoom in to the MACD. This is where all the consolidation was still happening. So this is the part where the uptrend originally started. We're going to count our Elliott wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we counted there, and now we correlate it to the RSI, right? So right around here, it might have started around here, one can argue, right? So we'll just start it right around here when it starts to bounce off the 55 moving average. So if I take the RSI from, say, the lowest point to the next highest point, to the next lowest point, to the next highest point, I'd say more like, yeah, I'd say it's more like around here, to next lowest point, to next highest point. We can kind of see that this range is where the peak of the wave 3 is, actually right here. That is just the first peak, and this is where it's all consolidating as well. So if I correlate it to the actual chart itself, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is all consolidation there, 4, and 5. We now officially have 5 waves counted. Now it looks something like this. So this is my chart, and this is the target. I'm just going to try to pull it up over here, somewhere way over there, 779. So this is one of the first targets that I think it will hit. This is more like a really shooting it. I'm just shooting. This is not as conservative, put it that way. What's the word I'm looking for, guys? This is really overestimating and being incredibly, incredibly optimistic, okay? This one here is a very, very possible target in the short term, I'm guessing. So every time, let me explain for all the new viewers that are not familiar with Elliott wave counting, we have 5 waves like this going up. And then every time we have 5 waves going up like that, we have an ABC correction. A, B, C. Now, we don't know how far it's going to go. Though, for Fibonacci, we take Fibonacci for wave 1 only, and then we take wave 3's Fibonacci for wave 4 correction. But for wave 5, what we actually do is we take Fibonacci from waves 1 to 5. And the reason for that is because this is what it makes, okay? We find 5 fractal subwaves within the grand subwaves. And we can call that the primary, the grand supercycle, whatever people prefer. Annotation to me is not important. So right now, what we have officially completed, in my opinion, is this right here. We have officially completed waves 1, 2, 3, 4s, and 5, which are all subwaves of the first wave only, of the primary wave. Now what I think, it's actually down to $2 already since I started this video, and now we're going to have some sort of ABC correction. And then when we finish that, we will start wave 3, which will also have 5 subwaves inside of it. All impulse moves up have 5 waves, like that. I might have exaggerated this one a little bit. And then what we have now is another ABC correction like this. This is how I was able to predict this breakout, guys. I was able to predict it because I'm an Elliott wave analyst, and not many people analyze this way in cryptocurrency, I assure you. And if they do, they don't do a good job of it, because Elliott wave is unfortunately the absolute most promising and profitable way to analyze, in my opinion. But the reason why you guys have not really seen any Elliott wave analysts is because you got to go through about like 10 books, you know, just to get a basic understanding of it. And I've read my books many times, and I've been incredibly successful with it because I put in the hard work, I put in the time to study and learn what Elliott wave is, and it has absolutely paid off. If you guys have been following, okay, I'm going to show you something right here, okay? I'm going to show you guys my public record that I keep. This is my public Excel that I keep for people, the ones where I officially post my charts. Just like how I posted for Ethereum. I don't post all of them. I only share the ones that don't have a lot of risk to the public. So keep in mind, I'm a day trader, and there are many positions that I take that I don't share, but I always tweet them. And I'm mainly a scalper. That's what I specialize in. So I specialize in day trading and specifically scalping because I like to reduce my risk in the market and also reduce my exposure. Now, every time I make a prediction video with official charts that I post on my Twitter and on YouTube as well, this is my record, guys. Right now, I'm currently in the position for Litecoin, Ethereum, and ETP for longer-ish term. And we are about, this one is about 40% there. Ethereum is about 50% there, about 5 to 10 there. Litecoin is about 2 out of 5 there, right? So, and I've made some very major predictions, guys. We're talking about every prediction for Bitcoin Cash. So for Bitcoin, oh, I think I forgot a few for Bitcoin Cash here. That's okay, I'm not gonna bother putting it in. But yeah, I've made 3 for 3 major predictions with Bitcoin Cash. Actually, if you count this one here, this one was more than that. I'm just gonna do in front of you guys quickly. Yeah, so I'm actually 13 out of 14, but we'll just say 12 out of 13. My win ratio this month alone from the ones that I've called on YouTube and Twitter is 93%. And they're all public, which you guys can view through all of my videos. And the only loss that I have is unfortunately NEO, because I did an Elliott wave count wrong, which was very unfortunate. And I do apologize to everyone that's actually lost money on it too. So I'm 7.69% with my losses. And for those that don't believe it, you are absolutely 100% welcome to look through every single video of every single one of these coins that I have posted publicly on YouTube for you guys to see. And I also specialize in more of a swing and a slightly longer term hold position, anywhere between, well, not really swing, but a hold between what I share, anywhere between say a week to up to 2-3 months to hold. So a little bit of a longer term hold there as well, playing the bullish market. So I've been incredibly successful with that so far. And what I look for is high probability setups in a very bullish market with low risk and high risk to high reward yields. So just as an example right here, just an example, BCH, you know, yesterday I predicted it hitting $1,600. It nailed $1,600 by $20, guys. It overshot it by $20. So anyways, I just want to give you guys a little bit of an idea of who I am and what kind of analysis I do. So now that we have done the official 5-wave count, I'm expecting some sort of retracement, okay? Because we have to look at every indicator. It's very high on the 4-hour chart. It's very high as well on the 3-hour chart, right? It's also very high on the 2-hour chart. 1-hour chart's coming down a little bit. We're down ticking on the MACD. Every time we have a MACD that snaps up like that, it always has to snap back down, okay? I'm also going to show you guys just something in general. So every time, it doesn't matter what coin it is. See this yellow line, the moving average, okay? Even for the very big bull run, guys, even for the very big bull run, every time it moves away from the yellow line, see, it snaps back down to the yellow line, right? Every time it moves too far, it snaps back down. Every time it moves too far, it snaps back down. If it moves too far down, it snaps back up. If it moves too far down, it snaps back up. Then it hovers around it, moves too far down, snaps back up. So if we look at anywhere, it's following this pattern, right? Despite us moving parabolically, this is what parabolic means for those that don't know. It's moving in a parabola type shape, right? It's moving in a parabola type shape, and I have officially counted 5 Elliott waves now, which makes the first subwave. So we can even break it down further, which I will do for all of us. So if you guys look right here, I'm now on the 2-hour chart, and I will use the 16 moving average as a baseline to get my Elliott wave. 1, 2, whoops, I'm counting that one wrong. So look at this right here. It's hard to see, but it's definitely there. 1, 2, this one's 3, 4, and 5. And this fits my rules very well. And this fits my rules because if wave 2 retraces more, then wave 3's retracement of wave 4 correction will not retrace a lot. So if I actually draw my Elliott wave on here, it will actually make a lot of sense. So if I draw it, say, starting from right here, right around here is where wave 2 finished, or wave 1 finished, 2, 3, 4. So that definitely it fits my configuration there. And another thing I look for is this right here. Please watch. I see where it starts to make a 1-to-1 retracement. So if I took a Fibonacci extension from here to there to here, what we will notice is a beautiful, guys, a beautiful 1-to-1 measured move. And then from wave 1 here, we see that it shot past 1268 there, which is also a beautiful thing. It couldn't quite get higher. It almost got to the 2168 level, which is also another beautiful thing. So based on this, we can now confirm that this is the 3rd Elliott wave. I can draw it in many, many different ways to confirm. For example, I can draw it from here, there, first peak about, 2nd, this is about the 3rd. Lots of strength in the 3rd, 4th here, and that's the 5th. I can also draw it here from the actual histogram even. The histogram is the the green bars, 1, and this will be about 2 right here where it comes down. This is a big 3 impulse, 4 moves down right here, and then 5 right there. I can also draw it from the actual MACD itself. I can draw it from here as wave 1, right? Wave 1 right there, wave 2, slight correction. Whoops, sorry, I'm doing that wrong there. Let me just get back up again. So wave 1 about right here, wave 2 about right here, slight correction. See, notice that's where it starts to come down. So I'm just going to do it again for the people that missed it. So we go to the top pretty much of wave, where the histogram is, where it comes down to here, and then the MACD at the first peak there, next one down, and 4 there, and 5 there. So that is our 5-wave Elliott count that I have now officially confirmed. And all of this we're not going to worry about. We're just going to treat this area here as consolidation. It doesn't matter much to us. This whole area as well is all consolidation, right? All consolidation. Now this is the first breakout right here. And the first breakout, this is very important, okay? We count 1, 2, 3, 4, and we count 5 specific waves up here. Let me draw it out for you. I can even draw it on the RSI. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right there. Now we might get a slight, and I'm talking very slight uptrend from here, just because of all the FOMO and all the hype and reaching all-time highs. But usually what happens is we reach an all-time high, we consolidate a little bit, and then we go for higher highs. So I can also confirm it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That looks perfect to me, right? If I don't count it that way, then I can also count it, for example, this way here, where we can start it here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, just like that. And then if I counted it here, it can also start right around here, the lowest point of the histogram to the highest point there. Oops, sorry, do that again. Lowest point here, highest point in the histogram, next lowest point there, 2, 3, 4, and 5, like that. If I were to count it on the MACD as well, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, it's really hard to disagree with that count right now. So I'm now officially counting 5 waves here as well. We'll say it actually started right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is how it basically works. Okay, I'm going to draw it out for you guys. Let's say this is the big wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, I'll just make wave 1 really big. It's never that big, but it's just actually, yeah, I'll make it something like that, just so we can get a very clear gauge of where we are in the market cycle. So what we have now officially completed, in my opinion, I'm not going to be posting a chart for this one because I still think it's the same thing. So now what we have completed is this right here, this one in the yellow, okay? We have officially completed this thick yellow line right here, the first wave of literally the 5 impulse waves up. It's pretty amazing to know, right? And now inside of each of these waves, what have you guys noticed is we've had 5 little subwaves, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then I always try to confirm where we are, and that's probably why I've been incredibly accurate with all of my analysis that I've done, which is amazing. And I'm incredibly happy for people that you guys have taken in some nice profits. And then now I've just also completed this 5th wave count. And now there are many rules to Elliott wave. So would you guys agree with me that throughout this video, we have officially counted these 5 waves within each wave, right? And we've also identified the corrections as well. So the corrections were right here, the correction wave, 5 waves there, right? We've also counted 5 waves right here. 1, super tiny one there, 3, 4, and we've also did the measured moves to get an idea of what kind of movement it did. Let's take a look to see what kind of movement this did actually. I'm curious. We take our Fibonacci extension from there to here. What do you know? It did a 1-to-1 measured move. And what do you know? It did a 1-6-1-8 measured move there. That is quite. This is the perfect chart, guys. This is the perfect chart for an Elliott wave analyst to be looking at. Okay. Not only did it do a measured move, okay, a measured move right here, a 1-to-1, perfect measured move. 1-to-1, okay, right there, 1-to-1 measured move. It also did a 1-to-1 measured move there. Now, for those that don't know what a measured move is, let me explain it to you. Let's say that it moved X amount, okay, just a random amount there. Let's say it moved, $23.50. Then when it finishes correcting, it also moves another $20.50. And then when it finishes correcting again, it also moves another $22.50 there. So just watch this, guys. This is going to blow your mind, okay? Notice how much it moved right here, okay? Right there, $24.41. Check this out right here. At the end of wave 2, it also moved roughly the same amount, right? It also moved roughly the same amount. Is that scary? So scary, right? And then what we do is we just guess again, and then we just draw it from the base of the wave 4 there, and what do you know? It moved about $24.41 again. So I have officially confirmed, in my opinion, that this is now the end. See, do you guys notice something? It's going up a little bit right now, right? It's going up a little bit, but what I think is going to happen if we zoom in to a microscopic scale here is it's just going to make some sort of rising pattern like that. It might make a rising pattern, just a small little channel before it comes down. Now, another possibility that I would like to be very clear about is that it may make something called an extended 5th wave. Let's say we have measured moves, okay? Let's say we have measured moves, 1, 2, And do you guys remember my other video where I bought 200 Ethereum I mentioned? And I was telling you guys about the story of how, excuse me, the story of how I got to quit my job because I purchased $2,000 worth of Ethereum for $10 each, and it made me about $70,000 in profit. I purchased 200 Ethereum again in my last video that I mentioned, where I was telling everyone my story, and I'm about to make a $100 profit on each Ethereum, and I'm gonna take my profit because I'm gonna ladder buy, which I will explain. So let's say all of these made a measured move, and I'm super happy today, guys. I'm so happy for all of you. You know, like I don't do this for the money for the videos. I do this because I would like to teach people how I think, and I would like to let people understand the risks and also the rewards of being a trader as well. And I don't think there's a lot of content out on the internet that has the kind of material that I have. I make sure that I explain in detail my technical analysis, and I do not use basic analysis that you guys have seen in every video. And the basic analysis that you've seen, I'm sure, is trend lines, right? Lots of trend lines, lots of patterns, right? I go with a very more advanced method of Elliott wave theory. And as proven in all of my videos, it has nailed the spot. It has nailed it, guys. It has been so precise. And I'm so proud of myself for taking up this profession full time. And we can kind of see it come to fruition, right? And just been having a lot of fun making these videos. I want to show the cryptocurrency community that there is a lot of hope as long as we put in lots of effort and hard work, because the rewards are absolutely worth it. But like anything else in life, right? Like trading is a really hard job. We have to make sure we put in the time and the effort to study and improve our skills. We don't care about the money. Put the money all aside, gentlemen and ladies. Put the money all aside. What a good trader will do is they will focus on refining and developing their skills. Make sure you study, right? A basketball player doesn't go to practice, you know, if they're in the NBA and they think to themselves, oh, if I practice really hard, I'll make a lot of money. No, they go to practice because they focus on improving their skills and developing it. And then the money as a professional athlete or as a trader, that's just a bonus, guys. So anyone who goes into trading with the mentality of money, it's not the right attitude. The right money is to make sure you are developing skills that will set you up for life, right? That you can keep for life. So set aside money and focus on developing your skills, okay? So here, this is what a measured move is, right? A measured move, let's say this one did a one-to-one extension right here. One-to-one extension, okay? Well, a measured move of one-to-one is that, but sometimes this one will not just go one-to-one, it will go way more. Let me show you the perfect example right here, okay? This one, if we've noticed, made a measured move, right? Say $14 right there. This one here made also a measured move of $14 right there, right? But what do we notice about this one? We have to be very cautious of that. This one actually ended up moving, instead of moving 1.0 times this distance, it actually moved 161%, right? Actually more than that. Actually, let me just do it on this one, it's easier. This one ended up moving an extension of 1618 exactly. So I would like to warn everybody right now that I'm considering entering a short, but not quite yet. And this is not going to be a video that gives you guys predictions, right? Actually, yeah, it will be. I'll be cool about it, and I'll give you guys some predictions. So this one made a, for example, right there, okay? This one made a 1618 target already, and we're going to show you guys what I'm talking about. Notice over here, this one also reached the same target, okay? 1618 exactly right there. See it? 1618 right there. And what did it do? It hesitated, but in the end, it didn't even matter because it just shot up. It just shot up past it, and it aimed for a 2618 Fibonacci level, right? The 2618. So what I would like to warn people right now is that, yes, we have hit 1618, but there's also a chance for us to go all the way up to $540 just based on the last thing that it did as well, okay? So let's say best case scenario, it went up to $540, and worst case scenario, it came down to here, right? So those were our general first wave targets. So this is the target right now that we're at. We're trying to identify this first wave, and then what we're trying to do is identify where it will correct to, because there's no doubt in my mind that a correction will happen, all right? Okay, so now let's say it reached one of these zones, and that's very important. 440. We'll undershoot and say 530, okay? We'll undershoot and just say 530 to be conservative. Actually, 535. You know what? Nah, 540. And now what we do is, this is where a lot of people make their mistake. They will take Fibonacci wrong, like I mentioned, and I will show you guys how to do it the proper way. People will take their Fibonacci extension like that, wave 1, that's right. You take your Fibonacci extension retracement, that's right. Then you take your wave 3 retracement, that's also right there. But what a lot of people end up doing instead is this, which is the deal breaker, guys. It's unfortunately the deal. Whoa, what just happened there? I can't zoom in. There you go. It's the deal breaker, and what they do is they take Fibonacci retracement for wave 5, just like that. That's a big no-no, okay? That is a big no-no. After 5 waves, it makes the first impulse wave up, okay? And what we actually do is we take our Fibonacci retracement from where wave 1 actually began. So you take all of your retracement for wave 1, just for wave 1 there, and then for wave 3, just for wave 3, but for wave 5, you actually take your retracement all the way from wave 1 to wave 5 right there. Something like that, okay? And then what we do is we target a big range. If it's very bullish, it will end up only in the maybe 236 level, right? If it's very bearish, or sorry, even a little bullish still, 382. If it's not slightly as bullish and lots of people are taking profit, you know, it might go to 0.5. I really doubt we'll see it go to 786, but it'll be in one of these green zones. So what we now do is we take an average, or we just get a general range of this correction, right? And usually it falls to the point slightly by wave 4. So what we're now going to check is where wave 4 basically ends. We will take the lowest point right there just to be conservative. And now what we will do is we will actually delete all of these. We don't need them anymore. We'll take our Fibonacci from where it started, and we'll take a very conservative one, okay? Until where it ended, right around here. I can be conservative and even go higher like that, which I will do just to be safe. Okay, so I now will target my green box zone slightly where wave 4 is. So I will target this area, 382 to 618. I know it sucks to hear, guys, that we're going to retrace, but after every motive wave, this is what happens, okay? This is what happens. Unless it's incredibly bullish, then it will not happen. Let's take a look at in the past. You guys got to notice it in the past as well, okay? What do you guys notice? Incredibly bullish. If we count their basic Elliott waves, 1, 2, 3, yeah, I'd say right here. And then wave 3 had a lot of impulse, and boom. And if you guys notice that we retraced no matter what. No matter what. This one was so bullish because all the news happened, and this one only retraced to 286. So we got to keep this rule in mind as well, that if it only retraces a small amount on one wave, then the other wave will actually retrace a lot more. So can we confirm this rule? By taking this one right there, surely enough we can. This one retraced to almost 786 level, right? Super bullish. We take our trend-based Fibonacci extension, see what kind of target it hit. So bullish. Notice that it struggled again here at the 1.0 level, and it shot right through it eventually, right there, and it almost hit the 1618 level, right? And then here we get our final subwaves in here, 1, 2, this is pretty much 3, 4, and 5. And this one made an extended wave as well, if you guys notice, okay? And we also can confirm it on other charts by doing this trend-based extension. This one barely hit 1318, but that's okay. Wave 3 is often the shortest, but never the, sorry, it's often the longest, but never the shortest. So I might have drawn something a little bit wrong there, but we get the idea that this is now a very extended wave, right? I mean, a better way to have done it is I could have just drawn it like that, you know? No, that's definitely not right. That was the right way to draw it there. Definitely the right way. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to over here now that we have a general idea of how these wave formations can look. Yeah, I always give a lot of examples. I'm just gonna delete some of this stuff here. Excuse me for a moment. Sorry. I'm Canadian. Sorry everybody. Sorry everybody. Okay, so now we can agree that this is the possible range based on a 2618 extension, right? It can go there. Now I'm taking the highest point for Fibonacci. We hit, what did we hit today? 418. Okay, I want to be very precise. 418. I'm going to take where wave 1 started, but a very conservative approach. Very conservative. Rather than going down to over here, I'm going to take a conservative approach and not even include the wick there, okay? All right, so now we know where it could possibly go up to. Okay, we're going to draw our range, and we're going to assume very, very bullish. Okay, we're going to take this range right here, first of all. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to take our Fibonacci extension, and we're going to assume the best case where we do hit our target of 2618. Okay, and now we're going to assume this box over here. We'll be very optimistic actually. Okay. We'll actually include, okay, I'm going to go take a pedal back a little bit. We're going to assume, let's say it goes to 390. We'll even include the 236 Fibonacci level just to be very bullish and bearish. Consider both scenarios. Now, right here, that's the best case scenario where it could possibly reach a fib level of 2.618. And then we will also assume the same thing. A very bullish scenario and go to here. So what do you guys notice now, okay? What we notice is correction range could be like that. It could be anywhere from, I know it seems extreme, 406 to 345, but that is the range, guys. 406 to 345, 406. That is going to be my target range. So now I've assumed best case scenario and I've assumed worst case scenario. Would you guys agree with me? Yes, you do. So now what we have is this structure right there. Okay, we're going to assume it goes somewhere to wave 4 territory, then we're going to have another massive run up, and then we're going to do this, and hopefully we're going to hit our 1-to-1 ratio. So if I just did some long-term extrapolation for fun, if you guys want to see, let's say it hits exactly the 618 level, which was down there. Okay, and let's say wave 3 did a 1-to-1 measure move again. And because that one hit 618, we'll assume a more bullish trend right here. Okay, we'll assume a very bullish trend, and it will go, say, 236 level, and then I come down to the 382 level because this one did the majority of the tracing, right? And then let's say I assume the 1-to-1 target again. And what do you guys know? Bam! That is called magic right there. I'm going to do this again for those that don't know what I'm talking about, okay? Here, I will assume a normal retracement. We don't know what normal is, but we will assume just a normal, going to worst case possible scenario where we retrace all the way down to 342, okay? 342. And now I do a measured move from 1-to-1 ratio. Measured move, I'll just draw it like this to make it easy. Let's say wave 2 finished there, and I did a measured 1-to-1 move again. We will assume that wave 3 finishes at the 1-to-1 measured move, just like that. And now what we will assume is that this, we can assume many things actually. We can assume this one even hit 1618 level, right? 1618 level, like right there. So watch this. Now, because this one retraced the most, since it was the first run up, I will assume that this one will still stay very bullish and only retrace 382, okay? And now that this one has retraced 382, I will assume another measured 1-to-1 move, which officially hits our target of $520. And do you guys want to see something scary? Watch this, okay? Watch this. I will take my measured 1-to-1 move from there to here to right here. And what do you guys notice? Watch this. This is where it is, the 1-to-1 measured move. Yeah, that scares me a little bit, how beautiful this chart is and how profitable it is going to be over the next few days and over the next few weeks. So there you guys have it. I'm not, you know what? I'm not going to post a chart for here. I'm actually just going to say that we could retrace up to $540 and down to 415, okay? And the correction target is anywhere literally between 406 to 345. I'm using a very broad range. And the next target, assuming it retraces down to here, is roughly 400. This will be it right here. That's the top. I will choose a round number. 450 to 465 is the next target right there. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hang on a second. Okay, I'm gonna actually post the chart for you guys. I want to do this. Alrighty, I am back after an hour of planning this chart here, and the shorting is not for the faint of heart. Okay, you guys will assume all of the risk, and you make sure you understand what shorting is, and it is incredibly scary for those that haven't shorted before. So make sure you guys know. Now we are basically going to assume that this wave 5 is not going to be that extended, right? It can go to about 435. So I'm going to choose my entry about, say, anywhere between 445 to 420 to 445. That is the most likely cases that it will get to, most likely. So the first one is not as aggressive, but the second one is much more aggressive. Target 1 here is 403 to 385. So we're basically targeting just a very small short. We're targeting between the 286 and the 382 level, which is right there. I'm actually gonna draw this one differently. I'm gonna make this one like that. And I'm gonna draw another box here to show you the different levels of shorting, okay? And ignore the time frame entirely, because I don't know how long it's gonna take, and I don't really guess these things either, okay? And just to show you guys as well, to be transparent, I'm slowly starting to stack up my Ethereum shorts, just 2 at a time, not much. I actually took my profit already. I'm very, very happy to have taken my profit of 200 Ethereum. Now I'm gonna start slowly stacking to see how far this goes or exactly where this gets to, okay? If it goes higher, I will add even more. I'll keep adding 2 at a time until I get to 20, maybe 50 at most, okay? So I just wanted to be entirely transparent and show you guys as well that my goal is to absolutely short this 100%. And if it goes up to, all the way to 435, I'm going to keep adding to my short, because I'm going to rely on oversold conditions. And basically this one here is a very non-aggressive short. You're targeting only small fib levels of 236 to 382. And then your stop loss is 465. Now 465 is a key number because then we're targeting 3618 levels basically, almost, okay? Which is really unheard of to reach 3618 levels. It can happen, but it doesn't really happen often, okay? So if it's even getting there, you guys need to cut your loss right away. Probability for this one, I'd say 65%. Your chance to gain is 12.05%. Chance to lose is about 6.82%. Time frame uncertain once again. Now case 2 is identical, except what we're doing is we get a better risk to reward, okay? We get a better risk to reward. Actually, this one, I'm sorry, I did it entirely wrong. It's more aggressive, where we're going to be setting our stop loss a lot higher in case it does go to 618 level. I really regret not adding a lot more to my short right now. I should have added like at least 20 to begin with, but now I'm too hesitant. And I just want to show you guys that I'm committed to shorting, right? I just want like a little bit more confirmation. If we look right now on this side over here, okay, we see a lot of people selling, right? In terms of no people are bidding, but lots of people are selling over here on this side. So some people are definitely closing their short right here. I'm on the fence right now. I'm gonna basically break out even here. I'm just gonna do I don't want to pay the 2% fee, so I'm just gonna take a small $1 profit, whatever. 695. I'm going to do 695. Just want someone to eat up my position here. Yeah, that's why. See, there we go. I just made myself $2-3. That was factoring 0.2%. I have 0% fees because my volume exceeds a specific amount. Anyways, I'm out of my quick short. That was just kind of to test where things are going right now. And I'm going to definitely stay out of that one until I get a lot more confirmation. I'm going to hope for it to get to around the 420 range again, and then I'll short. So I'm going to even specify here like 425 to say 435 range, like 440 range. 415. Yeah, this will be better. 415 to 440 short range. Now this one here, I'm going to write here. Okay, so for the second one here, we're looking at a risk to reward of 1.91. Okay, risk to reward 1.91. Entry price anywhere from 415 to 440. Okay, 415 to 440, same entry price. The only difference is we're assuming that a fib extension 3618 is possible to reach. Now, if that is possible, then unfortunately you guys are going to have to take that. It's more aggressive because we're assuming that it can go higher, but we're also assuming it can go lower as well. So this is a much more aggressive approach. And now you're looking at a target between 382, which was the maximum target for this one, all the way down to 618. That is why it's much more aggressive, and I don't recommend any of these shorts, just to be clear, okay? I don't recommend anybody take any of these shorts. I'm just giving you guys my plays, what I intend to do. And I think that it's gonna be successful because we're in quite oversold conditions. But the magic thing that I wanted to hit is it has to hit my criteria of about here. I want to hit about 420 again, and then I'll enter the short. So I entered my short just on time, and it bounced up $2. So imagine if I went into a short of like say 20 Ethereum or 50 Ethereum, right? I'd be down quite a bit right now. So it upticked there. So that's just me testing the waters right now, guys. And I did the right thing, right? See, it upticked $4. So this is how sometimes we just get a gauge of the market just to get a feel for it, right? And I noticed a lot of people that there were a lot of green walls. Like if you guys notice over here, it's just ticking green right now. It's ticking green, right? So I mean, we look on all the other time frames, 5-minute time frame. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already there. We look on the 15-minute as well. We're getting a lower high than it finally, but it's still parabolic, which concerns me. I need a lot of confirmation before entering a trade. I'm just a very conservative kind of trader, right? So that's at 41 now. We have a hanging man right there on the 30-minute with only 8 minutes left. 1 hour candle looks beautiful still. There's no confirmation of a downtrend. 3 hour candle looks beautiful still. Very extended. Everything is very extended. 6 hour, 1 hour, daily, everything right now. So that's why I'm extremely cautious about shorting. I mean, we're getting lower. Like I might even just test the market here again a little bit on the 15-minute chart. Where are we at? 30-minute, we're high. Yeah, guys, we're super high right now. We're reaching the normal zone. So looks like it's priming for a downtrend right now. So maybe I'm just gonna go 5 Ethereum right now. Actually, no, let's go 5 here. I'm in the wrong column. 5 Ethereum just to test the water, see how that goes here. There we go. I'm in a short now for 5 Ethereum here. Not a big position, just 2K right now, but I will probably add more to my short. I'll set a quick limit order up just in case I get a really quick scalp. Actually, no, I'm confident that it's not going to go up, guys. Confident with 5 for now. I'll add 5 more later, okay? Alrighty, sorry about that. I keep getting sidetracked because I'm in the middle of trading as well right now, and I want to get a very good short position. So the second one's more aggressive, and it's only a risk to reward of 1.91. And the reason why it's more aggressive is because we're targeting a stop loss of above 3.618, right? Here we're assuming, this one we're more so assuming a stop loss of about 465 there. So it's still very aggressive in my opinion, both of them are. I mean, if it hits the 2618 level around 435, I'm gonna add way more to my short. I only have 5 right now, as you saw. I'll add like way more. I'll keep adding even more 5 at a time instead of 2. Probably not aggressive enough to do 2 there. So yeah, so this one here you're targeting only 236 to 382 fib level. This one you're targeting the maximum distance of the 382 all the way down to the 618 level right over here. So it's super aggressive, but you get a chance to win big, 20% of your money there. So for example, if I put in, if anyone puts in 50 Ethereum there, yeah, that's pretty big, right? 50 Ethereum times 420 times 0.2, you can make like $4,000 or $5,000 in a single trade right there. So this one's you have a chance to lose more. You have a chance to lose way more, and this one is at 10.33%. So that's why both of these are incredibly risky. And once again, I don't really recommend it for the faint of heart. Okay, guys, chance to gain way more as well. And I want to show you that it has officially been added to my record book, and it's a chart that I will be posting with people as well. Now I will go into a long position once correction has happened. So now I've got 3 pending ones right here, or I've got 5 pending ones. This one is waiting. This one's waiting. This one's waiting. And I'm quite on a roll right now this month. So let's see where this takes us. It's been added to my book. It's going to be shared on Twitter. You guys can find this in the link description below and steam it, or find me on Twitter. You guys all know where I am. And other than that, have yourselves a great day. Okay, guys? I'm so happy that you guys have made a profit. If you guys wrote it, like how I did from 315 and under, or 325 and under, you must have made a killer profit. If you guys love this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, make sure you upvote on Steam it. I'd really appreciate the support. And if you guys especially loved it and you guys made an absolute killer and you want to show a little bit of appreciation, don't feel that it's obligation, but I always say this because people say to me that it makes them feel good to do it because of what I do for the community as well. Luna, the dog that you guys heard barking and howling in the background, she's got her own little cryptocurrency piggy bank, guys. You're welcome to absolutely donate to her. So have yourselves a wonderful day, and I'm so happy that we have all gotten here together. And now the big question is, where are we going to get to next? And is the big short about to happen? So have yourselves a fantastic day, and may the odds be forever in your favor, and especially the profit. Take care now.